Hey, y'all.
Yo, what's good? Oh my gosh, this is Marisa. My name is Chris. We're on the road again. We can't wait to get on the road again. Hi. That's Laura. Say hi, Laura.
Hi, flashing our veil purple to you. This is our flag of love.
We are currently on the road to California 100. This is gonna be a really cool weekend.
We are in Buttonwillow, California.
I've never heard of a town called Buttonwillow before.
Buttonwillow is one of the rural agricultural towns, not very far from Allensworth, which is one of our favorite towns with our favorite people in the world, right over yonder, Upspell. We won't be seeing them today, but we'll be blowing kisses from the road.
Yes, and I got my photography camera right here.
Because you have to be doing homework. What do you have to do?
I need to take a picture in direct light.
What kind of picture? Oh, direct light.
Yes, that's one of them. I need to find something to take a picture in direct light.
Sacramento, here we come. Let's go. Okay, wherever we are, it smells like old people in here. I gotta pee.
Is this still the last room?
All over, I feel the earth move. Under my feet, I feel the sky tumbling down.
You can see me, but now you can. Hello.
Yeah, what? Welcome to MTV Restaurants.
Bro. Give me spawns on my apples, just give me the birds and the bees.
There's a
Oh!
bro, there's a cow over there.
Okay, hold on.
Hey, look.
Okay. Alright, this view is like too amazing to pass up on.
Now I'm gonna go talk to some goats, apparently.
Yo! Hi! Who's that? Oh! Yo! Oh my god! That is so cool! Yo, that is so cool! Hey! Okay. Let's go! Oh! Okay, oh my gosh. That was by far one of the most brash things I've ever done. Oh, I feel so alive. Okay, let's go. Period! This is the nicest hotel I have ever stayed in. Oh my gosh. I've got to find the others. We just got into Sacramento. Totally dope. They're in room 312. Over here. Over there. So there's been a report
Be mistaken.
that a lady walking around in a purple scarf is harassing people. Excuse me, ma'am.
We're in Sacramento. Fella.
Might I have a word with you?
Fella.
Fela.
We good.
I would say that, like,
Okay,
Where should I
thank you.
start? Anyways, yeah, so we're Young Invincibles. We are a policy and advocacy nonprofit. We also do research.
Okay.
Our target demographic is young adults, 18 to 34. And so the name actually came from the Affordable Care Act. When the conversation was happening, we realized that young adults were not included in the process.
Yeah.
And so, we said young adults need to be involved. The name Young Invincibles actually came from a term used during that conversation about young people who would not be enrolled in health insurance because we thought we were young and invincible. And so that's where the term came from. But yeah, we were heavily involved in ensuring that the young adults can stay on their parents' insurance until 26 years old. And so that was us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I wasn't involved then. I was in college at the time, but our founders actually, that's where it came from. And so that we did start off as healthcare, and since then we've evolved to include also higher education, so affordable, accessible higher education, and also civic engagement and workforce and finance. So ensuring young adults have access to like an economic, secure future, and have access to jobs after they graduate from college, or even if they choose not to go to college, they, have access to jobs.
What are y'all up to for 2023?
So we did actually release our policy agenda. I don't have one. Our biggest policy goal for this year is going to be guaranteed basic income for unhoused young adults. And so we actually included that in our last policy agenda last year. It was killed in a committee, but we're hopeful. We came back with receipts, and we came back with actual other counties that have done it before. So we're hoping that gets passed. We're looking at another bill. I want to say it's AB 1160. It's looking at institutional debt, so ensuring that colleges and universities can't withhold transcripts for young adults. If they want to get a job, they want to go to grad school, if they need their transcripts for any reason. We're trying to fight that bill to make sure that colleges can fight that.
I didn't even know that was a...
So we are...
Do you mind being on camera?
I do not mind. It's
Okay.
Culturally relevant mindfulness for African Americans with the Black experience in mind, but we're focused, but we're inclusive. We feel like everybody can see themselves in what we're offering. So you can absolutely help yourself to some affirmation cards. We have stickers. We'll have an opportunity for you to sit and listen to the app if you're interested. And we'll actually even have a yoga teacher out here doing some short yoga classes if you want to come get a yoga class. Yeah.
So you guys mainly based out of NorCal, or are you also like throughout the state? Or just
So we're based in Oakland, but we've got community partners all over the country at this point. We have some community partners in Atlanta.
Nice.
We're working on establishing some relationships in the Houston area. And we have one of our partners in the Detroit area. So we're trying to make sure that we get to those pockets where there are people of color. And our goal really is we start with Black people because that's where I start. But our goal is to have a model that can be taken across cultures, right? Like that, where Latinos can see themselves, where Asian Pacific Islanders can see themselves. And because the stigma around mental health is not just for Black folks, it's for people of color in general. And we don't get to see ourselves represented. We don't get to have the conversation about the fact that mental health and stress is a real problem in our communities. So this gives us the opportunity to sometimes make light of it, but sometimes just to say, like, really, like what I'm trying to do today is make sure nobody catches these hands. That's what I'm trying to keep myself calm today. So, right, and so sometimes that's how it is, right? Sometimes I have an 11-year-old. Sometimes my patience is thin. I'm working on, what it takes to make that happen, right?
I don't know.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hello. I'm also very excited to see all the hard work that everyone's put in.
Okay.
My roommate and best friend Genesis.
Oh, let's go, bestie.
I was reading her manifesto and I was like, wow. And they did tell us like, oh, she's big. She does big things here, and I was like, yeah, she does. So I'm excited to see. She's gonna give a little speech, so I'm excited to root for her and be there for her.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just I want to learn more about what work everyone's been putting in, and just like what the organization is about as well. But yeah, I'm excited.
Now, you as a change maker, like what do you feel like you need from this event?
I think just the like motivation and like push to actually, because I'm an artist myself, I'm an actor, so just like there's so many ways you can create change, change,
Yes.
and people do it differently.
Hell yeah.
And I think just that push that I need, like obviously, like even just the way, just like of me telling a story that's never been told is creating change, and just like bringing my own like morals, my own beliefs into what I do is also very important. So just like the thrive and the push and seeing everyone else be motivated to create this change is what I want to see here, and like so I can be motivated as well.
Well, I really believe that the root to solving like a lot of equity issues starts with kind of like the Black experience and like but yeah, abolishing kind of like the systemic oppression and kind of freeing the Black body to say, because a lot of inequities with other races stem from that.
I go to USC.
And what's your name?
Brian.
Awesome. What's your major?
Journalism and Spanish.
Yeah. Jennifer.
I'm also from USC. I am a theater major with a minor in American Studies and Ethnicity.
Let's go. Emily.
Also from USC and from Compton, and my major is non-governmental orgs and social change.
Let's go.
Oh, hi.
What are you studying?
Photography. I brought my camera.
Chicha. Proud of you.
Do you have a logo that any media we can put here?
Cool. Is there any specific way?
It's Malcolm X right here. You go. Accountability with Malcolm.
Nice. Cool. I feel like I put the star on top of a Christmas tree.
Woo! Yo. Oh my gosh. Hi. Yo. Hi. 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 Woo! Ow!
So, we get these tensions. You guys get to choose 2 tensions that are going to frame the universe in which we're going to create. Dr. Lonnie, tell us what tensions are.
Tensions are anything we're not sure how it's going to turn out, an uncertainty. Like, will there be more or less queer in the future, or more or less hip-hop in the future, or more or less artificial intelligence, or more or less magic. So we're not sure how it's going to turn out, so those define tensions.
Okay, so what we're going to do as a group right here, right now, is going to choose 2 tensions by raising of hands. Okay, now we're going to go to our multiverse. Watch this. Boom! That's the multiverse. The future is personal. And it's your point of view, not mine. So in order to do that, we have to define these terms, queer and decolonizing. Who has a definition of queer? We at the Afro Rhythm Futures Group, we believe in no wrong answers, and we never say no. We always yes and.
I define queer as anything that defines from cis heteronormativity.
Let's go.
Y'all just got hit with a serious definition.
I define cis heteronormativity as the general idea of centering the cisgender experience and the heterosexual experience and treating that as if that is the norm in society.
A pluralistic experience.
Yes.
There is no normal. Decolonizing. Who can describe decolonizing? Define that for me.
It's rejecting white supremacist values in your actions, but also in your mind and spiritualism.
It is rejecting white supremacist values. Let's add to that. Once we reject white supremacist values, what are we accepting? Anybody, just yell it out.
Love.
Love. I love that. Decolonizing is love. You get to decide where you put the world in the multiverse. Is it the most queer and the most decolonizing? Or the least amount of queer and the least amount of decolonizing? Now here's my cautionary tale about building the future. In Afro Rhythm from the Future, I'm the seer. Dr. Lonnie is the librarian. Jay Fabella, who gave you your spoken word piece, he is our poet and scribe. We do not get to influence your game. You get to put your world wherever you want to put your world. But remember this, as a community, one person's utopia is another person's dystopia.
Damn.
So if you think you are building the ultimate planet, you could be building someone else's ultimate nightmare. So leave room for your brothers, your sisters, your family, your friends. Word up?
Sorry. Oh, hi. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Come on in. Oh.
Yeah. Let me
Okay,
do
hi.
a group shot. I liked your answers. I liked what you were saying.
It's 12:40 in the morning, and I'm awake. This is like day 3. No, approaching day 2 in Sacramento. It's been phenomenal, you know. Excuse me. It's been a phenomenal time up here. Greater than I ever expected it to be. You know, we really got personable with some people. We vibed, man. We vibed. It was a vibe. In a few hours, I gotta be up by like early as fuck to do this like mock solutions. I had a meeting with some brilliant minds.
It's a lot to ask of people that are low income, especially if they're already older into their careers. So it's unfeasible to ask them, oh, just go back to school, re-educate yourself and all that. It's easy, but it also takes time. And time is money in this society. You feel what I'm saying? Like people have bills to rent, bills to pay and all of that. And so in an automated society, like if we're providing a minimum guaranteed income that takes care of living expenses, I feel like that kind of starts the ball rolling to open up the rest.
Guaranteed income really is a band-aid solution to the problem. We're almost accepting that these corporations have a say over our livelihoods, and instead of actually addressing the root cause of the issue, which is these really greedy corporations, we're providing like a band-aid solution that at the end of the day is not going to last very long. And although guaranteed income is still important so that we can address the basic needs of individuals, it's not the solution to the problem.
Right. Because,
Yeah.
no, you probably say it way better than I can.
No, go, please.
Okay. Is a band-aid because we're not like giving them the kind of wisdom that a stockbroker has. We're not giving them the kind of wisdom that can be found in a leadership course. We're not giving them the kind of wisdom that can be found in a therapist office. We're not giving them the kind of wisdom that can be found in like a private school with like a robust roster of instructors and professors that are liberalists, that are pragmatists, that et cetera, et cetera. So I believe that. And also the word minimum just sounds like giving a baby an iPad because you need them to be distracted.
I'm just going to call on some folks from organizations that have been so critical to us. Edgar, one of our commissioners, is also from the Blood Collective. Edgar.
We were having a conversation around the indigenous stewardship, and that was something really big for me as far as like what does that really look like? I know the paper had a prompt and everything, but it has to go beyond that. It has to go on a value-based system. It has to really have power behind it, authentic power, and it has to have sovereignty behind it as well. You know, you gotta let folks do what they want to do with that and beyond. And it's not, but also not just over glamorize or even to an extent fetishize like what means the return of land to folks. You know, it's like sometimes we get caught up in the ideal that, oh, we're gonna give land back to folks and they're gonna keep that. It's not. They need to protect their people. They need to protect their tribe. They need to protect those that they love and the next 7 generations. So.
All right. Well, by the way, I should disclose downstairs, folks. You know, you had Team C and D upstairs, right? Yeah. Here we had Team A and B. Team B represented 2050, so they time traveled to 2050, and they were there to talk about perspectives from the future to the present, right? And so they had a very different perspective coming from that future to the present. Anyone from that future team want to say something? I know we already heard a little bit once, but any thoughts?
people, intergenerational organizing, creating movements to really making sure that California is a strong state, that we're leading the way, and we're also really have a specific focus on racial equity, because we know that all the issues that are impacting our communities are rooted in racism, structuralized racism, and capitalism. And so it's really about creating a space for people to really create what their community looks like, what the future looks like, and really empowering them in that way.
Prioritize and think about, when we imagine reform and what we need, to think beyond status quo incrementalism and think about what our priorities really are and where we're headed and where we need to go and what it takes to get there. And yeah, land back yesterday, we made sure you learn.
Also, Karthik, if I may.
Folks, some of us need to head over to the Capitol.
Okay.
But did you want to say something?
Yes, please.
Introduce yourself.
Oh, hi. I'm Chris. I'm the director for Black and Brown Go Green. It's a pleasure to be here. I feel like it's not really a matter of income, like giving us $1,000 or X amount of money per month. I feel like the greater issue is wellness, and how can wellness be this umbrella term that really defines what basic needs really are, because something that I've noticed, and I mean more than referring for me to be wrong, is a basic need definition that we're using right now doesn't involve mental and emotional well-being, and so many issues, specifically just coming from the Black diaspora, can be solved with regular therapy, regular prioritization of where we are inside of ourselves, and then how we communicate ourselves through relationships with people, relationships with tangible places and things. It's difficult to progress and break through the glass ceiling when the propaganda in that glass ceiling is combating against wellness. So I feel like we need guaranteed wellness, a national endowment of wellness.
For justice and equity for all, everyone. So thank you. Thank you for coming, giving us of your incredible wisdom and your deep commitment.